won't suffice.
It's week 1 of the NFL, and there's no love lost between these AFC North foes. It's the Ravens and the Browns on Monday night.
Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. This taken in right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and a man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose.
Right to the air is Jackson. That's complete with Zay Flowers with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Jackson on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Third down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He can't get him down. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They go play action here on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now back to throw. Right back to Njoku. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens 41.
Well, he shifts past him. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll drop to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Maybe too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Randolph. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to fight through one tackle. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. It's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Tucker's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
From the 20, here's the 2nd down and 9. He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? That the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Newton. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
17-0 our score after one.
Browns nothing.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Jackson now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Jackson options out left, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At their 49-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw here.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
Jackson going to run again. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this 1st half.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Holding offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Complete to number 86.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
31-yard line.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
He's taken down at the
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
We'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He's going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Tucker's kick is good, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started at Chicago, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
At the 19-yard line.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have
Ball
moved.
start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Newton. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little
Ball
early.
start, offense.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Randolph.
And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there.
First down, Baltimore.
They'll keep it on the ground. Randolph. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Jackson now off the bootleg. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Cameron Latu laying himself out in the end zone. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And he returns this to the 22. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the 1st down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll drop to throw. The throw left sideline falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. He stiff arms him. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. And this is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have the Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his good tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. He'll get this to his tight end, Latu. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Jackson now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Cameron Latu. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the Browns getting set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Up the middle, it's Chubb, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, you and I have...
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that a good call by John Harbaugh and tossing out that red flag. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Round 6.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Browns on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this throw, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Corner there defensively.
Back to throw again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
6-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Chubb again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd down and 7.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down now, Randolph. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven 1st. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Baltimore, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.